Hi, so I'm gonna make a meal with leftovers, and today we're using KFC. We get a bunch. I got them and I deboned them. That's what it looks like. And then we're gonna get a stick of butter. We're gonna leave that right there. We're gonna get a stick of butter, and we're gonna melt it in a pot. Let it get melted. Okay, also, while our butter is melting, to our butter, I'm gonna add some chicken bouillon. I buy the big container because it lasts longer. And since the kids are always making soup, this will work. So we're gonna get some chicken bouillon. I don't know, we're just gonna estimate it. Put it into the butter. And stir it up. Okay, to this, we're going to add flour. A little bit of flour. Flour to cook. We're gonna add some onion powder, and I already added it on top. Just wasn't recording. And mix it. To this, you're gonna add some garlic powder. Put a little coat on top. We're gonna add some more flour. It's gonna look like this because of the flour, and we're gonna add liquid right now so it'll separate. To our mixture, we're gonna add some water. I'm gonna whisk it until it gets nice and combined. You want to taste it, make sure it's good on salt as well. But I'll do it right now in a little bit. To this, you want to also add black pepper. Also, to our mixture, we're going to add some heavy cream. Put it all because that's all I have. This is how you would make a basic gravy as well. This is basically what we're making, like a gravy for our little concoction here. I think it's good on seasoning, but to this we're going to add a splash of Red Devil. You're gonna continue stirring until it thickens. While the gravy's thickening, we're checking the potatoes. Those are done. Yep. We want them to get nice and soft. To our potatoes, we're going to season with salt. As our little gravy mixture is thickening. Oh, I forgot about the light. Oh no. As it's thickening, we're going to add some mixed vegetables. They're not frozen. See, I'm gonna talk about like frostbite. But we're gonna use it anyway, and it's gonna be good because it's gonna thaw out. You could also use this like as a chicken pot pie would be good. But for this, it's going to be a shepherd's pie. Because I don't have pastry, and I don't feel like making any. You can always buy those puff pastries that are already pre-made, or just ask the bakery, and they should be able to give you one. So we're going to put this to heat they unstick, they melt basically all that ice that was stuck onto them, and just keep stirring it every so often because it is creamy and you don't want it to clump, so just whisk it up every little bit. Okay. To our gravy mixture, we are going to add the chicken. Remember, this is just the KFC. My son works at KFC, so we get a lot of fried chicken. So we're going to add this to the gravy. Okay. I also I shred up, or chopped up, or whatever, I don't know, roughly. I added the skin because the skin has a lot of flavor and it'll hold to the gravy. So we're going to continue to cook it so it continues to thicken. But this is pretty much how it looks. We're going to finish our mashed potatoes. And then we're going to assemble. Our gravy mixture is pretty much done because it's nice and thick. And it holds. It'll continue to thicken as it sits, as it cools. But it's done. Just keep an eye on it. I can't tell you how much because I wasn't timing it. And I just can't really tell you measurements because I kind of just threw it all together. So this is what it looks like. So we're going to set this aside. I dropped some chicken skin. Oh wow. So we're going to set this aside and we're going to move on to the mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes are done. To this, while they still look like this, we're going to add our seasonings. So that way, as we break down the potato, I don't know, the seasonings break down with the potato as well. So to this, we're going to add some butter before we add our seasonings, and use whatever butter you have. There's no preference. I just use the butter. I get it at Costco. Okay, to this we're going to add onion powder. A mountain high of onion powder. I always forget that the tops have the top has like these big holes. And instead of me putting it a little bit, I just kind of threw it in. And I'm using an ugly pot. I have like the set of the Pioneer Woman, but I don't know. I don't like to get it dirty. So I'm using this ugly little pobrecita pot, the little sad pot. But we're gonna add some onion powder to our potatoes. We already added salt. So to this, we're going to start smashing. Okay, we have our potatoes smashed. And to this, we're going to add some Carnation. It's just evaporated milk. And we're going to continue smashing. To our mashed potatoes, you're going to keep adding the Carnation until it's to your desired thickness. Me, I just added the whole can. I pretty much just eyeball it until it gets the right consistency, and then we're gonna layer it up. Okay, so just continue to mix it. I'm gonna put it on pause. So you just continue to mix it. This to me is perfect. It has it's not like super creamy. If you like it more creamy, you could continue to mash it. You could also use a mixer thing, but this is how the kids like it here, so this is how it's gonna be. Okay, you're gonna take some sort of pie pan, or a baking dish or whatever dish you want that you stick in the oven. Right now my oven's broken. I only have a little toaster oven, so I need something small, and this works. So to this, you're gonna add your mixture, your chicken mixture on the bottom. This would be the same, like if this mixture works for, like I said, for chicken pot pie. It's kind of like a chicken a la king, I guess you could say. Remember that stuff that they used to serve in grade school? It was usually like a chicken and gravy over some mashed potatoes. It's kind of, I guess, kind of the same. So you have your chicken mixture. On top of this mixture, you're going to add your potatoes. Try to get it all on top. And then you would bake this, but I'm not baking this today. This is going to be tomorrow's dinner. That way, because I know we're going to be busy. And then when I'm done, when I get home, then I could just get home and stick this in the little oven. You could also, if you wanted to, if you had like some stuffing, I think I'll do that. And yeah, you could serve it with the side of stuffing, or you could also put stuffing on top. Let me see, go get the stuffing. Okay, I'm back. I have the stuffing. Let me see, I have a mess in the kitchen because I'm cooking, obviously. I'm going to hire this so that way you can see what it looks like. Hopefully it doesn't fall. Okay, so remember I have this like chicken flavored stuffing mix. This, I could cook it, but I'm not going to cook it. It'll cook in the oven once it cooks along with everything. So just going to put it on top so that way it gets like a little crispy layer. Traditionally, we put cheese on top, but I'll put some on tomorrow and I'm going to bake it. This is pretty much our shepherd's pie. So also to make it pretty, I have some parsley. A lot of parsley, I'll just throw it. I'll throw it over here in the gravy. So there's our shepherd's pie. This is tomorrow's dinner. And that's how you make it. Or how I make it anyways.